first time ever, because I have a lot of trust issues, I'm gonna go ahead and actually put a GoPro on the outside of the car. I always put them on the inside. However, for the purpose of this video, we want to go ahead and show the tires on what they're doing. So we're gonna go ahead and hopefully try to slap the GoPro around right here, and hopefully that'll be a good enough angle. You go ahead and see the GoPro hanging off for dear life. I guess stay tuned to find out if it can handle 130-mile-an-hour pull. So the first pull we're gonna go ahead and do is a 60. Start off nice and easy. That felt really strong. It didn't feel like we lost any traction nearly at all, but if we're being completely honest, it is a little difficult to try to concentrate on that part as you're trying to, you know, concentrate on going however fast you're trying to go, basically. Who's that? Is that you? I can't tell. So we pulled into the gas station. I was on the other side, so I actually had to pass her up, and it's funny because there's actually a cop in that car right there, but I'm pretty sure they're off duty, so we might got lucky, or it's an unmarked. I don't know, who knows, honestly. They're at the ATM though, so hopefully they're off duty. We're back at the road. We're gonna go ahead and do a 40 now, because a lot of the 10R80s love their 40s. Go ahead and drop down. All right, guys. So I said I was only gonna do a dig if I was at a red light. Super fun. We're gonna go ahead and try out 30 or something, just a little bit lower, pretty much, just testing waters. It's gonna be a quick one because we have the light coming up. Honestly, completely unexpected, but just because I found a little road right here, we're just gonna go ahead and do a little launch. Nothing too crazy, just like I did the first time, but it also gives you guys a real life version of how these tires perform when you're just on the street. Since we just got our tires wet. So as you guys saw, it was not too bad with water. It's actually taking us to the next part. I have actually never really driven this car with any kind of rain or really any water on the ground other than what you just saw, in all honesty, and that is because I don't have any wipers on the car. So with that being said, I do have a buddy that has the boosted 2V. He's actually been using these tires as well. He's seen some rain. I also have another buddy that has a different new edge, and he's seen some rain as well. And they both have actually said that the tires perform pretty good under rain. Obviously they're not rain tires, but you're not going to be slipping and spinning around. I've had really bad experiences with Mickey's, but I guess these Proxes actually do pretty well. Again, I don't really recommend obviously driving these cars in rain in the first place, but hey, if you guys want to do it, it's your daily driver, that's all up to you guys obviously. But that's something I haven't personally experienced, so again, take that as you guys want. Okay, so real quick, just because I'm here, we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of speeding turns right here. So this car actually corners pretty well with these tires. Nothing too crazy. Obviously, that's something I actually really want to do, is take this car up with the tires and take them up to the mountains and go ahead and do a couple mountain drive videos. Let me know if you guys actually would like to see that. Again, I've been debating it. It's a little bit of a drive over here. So we just pulled up back home, and as you guys go ahead and see, if you stay tuned to find out, this thing actually does very well. Again, that was like 130 miles an hour, so I'm very surprised this thing stayed on. But I'm more surprised that the actual vent stayed on, because I was actually afraid it was going to rip off the whole thing. But with my fear being tested now, we're going to go ahead and expect to have a little bit more camera angles on the outside of the car. And something I can't believe I completely forgot, but honestly, I forgot to tell you guys what the actual tires were. So there's 315s, 3518s, and go ahead and see we do have a little space right there, so that's what actually gives it that nice flush fitment right there. So if you haven't been able to actually tell, I really do enjoy these tires. If you haven't seen my previous videos with the Mickey Thompsons, I ran ET Streets, R's, as well as Street Comps. Those have actually been ran on my Shelby GT500 with the VMP Gen 3R. So now we're on the Cobra, obviously, and I kind of wanted to switch it up because the ET Streets were really good for roll racing, like I said, but if I ever get caught in any kind of water, they would do terrible. I have spun out, and literally, like in any water really, it just glides with the ET Streets. With this one, you guys actually saw that we went through a big old puddle and I kind of stepped on it, and it kind of, you know, obviously it didn't catch a lot of traction there, but it wasn't just freaking gliding everywhere, and that's exactly what happens with the ET Streets. But if you guys actually haven't noticed, I highly recommend these tires. Let me know in the comments down below as well what tires you guys recommend. I always like to switch things up, but again, these TQs, I'm really liking them. So now that was my opinion. Now we're gonna go ahead and come over here with their nice little Crocs over here that we have. Light them up. Light it up.
Can't see it.
You can't tell, huh? Smacking your foot. So she got her Crocs on right here. She was actually driving the Focus as always, and she was actually trying to stay behind us because we already can tell, we see the big old belly right here. We can't have her in the Cobra right now. Do you miss it?
Yeah.
You miss going fast?
Yeah.
So is that thumbs up? Recommend? Those are good? Well, that makes sense. We'll go ahead and end this video. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and consider subscribing. It would help out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.